Hello everyone, welcome to our channel today. We will delve deeply into a key period in Chinese history, the Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty is not only one of the earliest recorded dynasties in Chinese history, but we shall place a significant role in understanding the development of ancient Chinese civilization. This video will analyze the history of the Shang Dynasty from multiple perspectives. Part 1: Origins and Rise of the Shang Dynasty. We will deeply analyze the origins and rise of the Shang Dynasty, involving discussions on early Chinese history, archaeological discoveries, and ancient texts as well. It's how the Shang Dynasty evolved from a small tribe into a powerful dynasty ruling the central plains of China. Early history and mythical tales. The Shang Dynasty as an important dynasty in Chinese history plans historical facts with mythological colors in its early history, providing valuable information about the origins and development of ancient Chinese civilization. Origins and mythical tales. According to ancient texts, such as the Book of Documents and records of the Grand Historian, the mythical tales of the Shang Dynasty mention its progenitor Che, who is described as a descendant of Emperor Ku and wise ruler, favored by heaven. Another key figure in the origin of the Shang is Qian, who was legendary for defeating the Charan Yard at the Zhou Dynasty. Chan's success is seen as a paradigm of righteousness triumphing, overturely marking the establishment of the Shang Dynasty. Historical background of early development. The early historical development of the Shang Dynasty took place during China's Bronze Age, a period characterized by tribal alliances. The Shiyang initially formed the tribal confederation in the area of present-day Hainan province as the power of the Shiyang grew. They began to conflict with surrounding tribes, particularly with the ruling group of the time, the Xia dynasty, leading to increase in tensions. Innovations and revolution of Tang. Chang, one of the most important leaders of the early Shang, is said to have implemented a series of reforms that strengthened central authority, enhanced military power, and gained popular support. Chan's revolution, which overthrew the Xia dynasty's rule, established the Shang Dynasty. This revolution is considered the first major dynastic change in Chinese history. Cultural and religious integration. In the early history and mythical tales of the Shang Dynasty, the integration of culture and religious beliefs is a prominent feature. The Shang people worshipped heavenly gods and ancestors, believing the royal authority was granted by heaven. The mythical tales of the Shang deeply influenced later Chinese culture and political concepts, especially the ideas of the mandate of heaven and divine rights of kings. Archaeological discoveries of the early Shiyang archaeologists have found numerous relics and artifacts at early Shiyang sites, such as the early Chisui in Yingsu and Yong. These discoveries include bronze ware, pottery, jade objects, and the famous oracle bones. These archaeological evidences provide a factual basis for understanding the early history and culture of the Shang Dynasty, revealing its societal complexity and sophistication. Political and military rights. The Shang rose to prominence under the leadership of Chang. Chang is regarded as a wise ruler who strengthened internal governance and expanded territorially through a series of military conquests. Chang eventually overthrew the rule of Xia and established the Shang Dynasty. This marked the official founding of the Shang Dynasty, the first recorded dynastic change in Chinese history. Political organization and social structure. The Shang Dynasty established a centralized political system in its early period, with the Shang king as the supreme ruler of a state, holding the highest authority in politics, military, and religion. The social structure of the Shang was centered around the nobility, who controlled extensive lands and wealth, were commonized, primarily engaged in agricultural production. economic and cultural development. The economy of the Shang Dynasty was based on agriculture. The handcrafts, especially bronze, while manufacturing and commercial activities, also developed. The Shang Dynasty represents the Bronze Age of China, with highly developed bronze craftsmanship. Bronze ritual vessels became an important symbol of Shang culture. Religious beliefs and rituals. The religious belief system of the Shang Dynasty featured ancestor worship and reverence for natural deities. The Shang king also served as a priest, responsible for ritual activities. Oracle bond script is one of the most important cultural legacies of the Shang Dynasty. It is the earliest non-writing system of Chinese civilization extensively used for recording divinations and ritual activities. The rise of the Shang Dynasty marks a significant phase in ancient Chinese history. Its achievements in politics, economy, culture, and religion laid the foundation for the development of the subsequent Zhou Dynasty and the entire history of China. By deeply analyzing the origins and rise of the Shang Dynasty, we can barely understand the evolution of ancient Chinese history and the deep characteristics of Chinese civilization. Pattern political system and social structure of the Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty, as an early and significant dynasty in China, profoundly influenced the development of ancient Chinese society through its political system and social structure. Here is an in-depth analysis of the political system and social structure of the Shang Dynasty. Centralized political system. The political system of the Shang Dynasty was centered around the king who had centralized power. The Shang king was not only the supreme ruler of the state, but also acted as the military and religious leader. The Shang king maintained control over the nation through a series of quan systems and feudal enfeeblement. He granted lands to nobles, expecting their military and political support in return. Feudal system and quan system. The Xiong implemented an early form of a feudal system. Lands were granted to nobles and meritorious subjects, who had a certain degree of autonomy within their fiefs. The quan system played a significant role in Shang society, with the king and nobles maintaining power and influence through familiar relationships. This bloodline-based political structure was prominent in Shang society. Hierarchical social structure. The social structure of the Shang Dynasty was clearly stratified. At the top was a king in the noble class, who held significant political, economic, and military power. The middle layer of society consisted of artisans and merchants, who played an important role in the economic life. The lower class included farmers and slaves, who were the labor force of society, behind the lowest status and no political rights. Economic base and taxation system. The economic foundation of the Shang Dynasty, with primarily agriculture, with handcrafts and commerce ocean, developing. Kings and nobles enhanced their economic base through taxation and labor services from farmers. The Shang also implemented a taxation system to ensure the operation of the state and the military, religion, and ritual activities. The political system of the Shang Dynasty was closely related to religious beliefs. The king, as the highest leader of ritual activities, was responsible for communicating with deities and consolidating his rule's legitimacy through virtual activities. The religious beliefs of the Shang included ancestor worship and reverence for natural deities, reflected in oracle bond inscriptions and inscriptions on bones. Whereby analyzing the political system and social structure of the Shang Dynasty, we can better understand the development trajectory of ancient Chinese society and the significant position of the Shang Dynasty in Chinese history. The political system, social hierarchy, and religious beliefs of the Shang Dynasty had profound impacts on later dynasties, providing valuable insights for studying ancient Chinese history, Part 3: The Shang Dynasty Economic Foundation. Agriculture. Agriculture was the economic base of the Shang Dynasty. The agricultural technology was relatively advanced, focusing mainly on the cultivation of millet and sorghum. By developing the fertile lands of the Yellow River Basin, the Shang Dynasty maintained stable food production. Handicraft industry. The Shang Dynasty's handicraft industry, especially the manufacturing of bronzeware, reached a high level of development. Bronze artifacts from the Shang Dynasty were high artistic and technical quality, including weapons, ritual vessels, and daily utensils. Commerce and trade. Commercial activities were relatively active during the Shang Dynasty, with internal trade and trade relations with external tribes. The merchant class occupied a significant position in Shang society. Cultural achievements were gold bond script. One of the most important cultural legacies of the Shang Dynasty is the oracle bond script, the earliest non-writing system of Chinese civilization. Discovered today, oracle bonds were mainly used for divination, records, and provide valuable information for studying the history, culture, and society of the Shang Dynasty. Bronze culture. The Shang Dynasty's bronze culture was highly developed. The production of bronze not only demonstrated superb craftsmanship, but also reflected the social structure and religious beliefs of the Xiang. Many bronze specials bear inscriptions, which are important documents for studying Xiang history. Art and craftsmanship. Apart from bronze ware, the Shang Dynasty's jade ware, pottery, and carving art were also distinctive. These artwork showcase the aesthetic tastes and high level of craftsmanship of the Shang people. Religious beliefs and virtual activities. The religious beliefs of the Shang Dynasty profound influences the culture and social life. Ancestor worship and reverence. Financial deities were widespread in the Shang Dynasty. The Shang, as the highest priest, regularly conducted ritual activities to seek blessings from the deities. These rituals were not only religious ceremonies, but also meant for the king to display authority and consolidate rule. Socio-cultural characteristics of the Shang Dynasty. The socio-cultural characteristics of the Shang Dynasty reflected the diversity and complexity of early Chinese civilization. Its art, religion, and social structure revealed a multi-layered, diversified ancient society. The cultural achievements of the Shang Dynasty had a profound impact on subsequent generations, especially in the areas of writing, art, and religious beliefs. Overall, the economy and culture of the Shang Dynasty are of great significance for understanding the development of ancient Chinese history and culture. By analyzing the economy and culture of the Shang Dynasty in depth, we gain a better understanding of the economic foundations, cultural characteristics, and religious beliefs of ancient Chinese society. The Shang Dynasty laid the foundation for the development of ancient Chinese civilization, not only politically, but also economically and culturally. Part for religious beliefs and ritual systems of the Shang Dynasty. The religious beliefs and ritual systems during the Shang Dynasty are crucial aspects to understand the society and culture of that period. They not only reflected the worldview of the Shang people, but also played a central role in their political and social life. Characteristics of religious beliefs. Ancestor worship occupied a significant position in the religious beliefs of the Shang Dynasty. The Shang people believed that their ancestors possessed supernatural powers that could influence and control events in the natural world and human society. Additionally, the Xiang people worshipped natural deities and totems, such as mountain gods and river gods, reflecting the nature worship characteristic of early Chinese civilization. Importance of ritual activities. Ritual activities were of great importance in Xiang society. Through rituals, the Shang king and nobles sought to communicate with ancestors and deities, asking for their blessings and guidance. These rituals were typically accompanied by elaborate ceremonies and solemn rites, including offerings, prayers, and divination. Oracle-bound inscriptions and ritual records. Oracle-bound script from the Shang Dynasty is a crucial source for understanding its religious beliefs and ritual activities. Scholars have revealed the Shang Dynasty's ritual practices and religious concepts through the study of oracle-bound inscriptions. The divination records inscribed on oracle bonds documented the Shang kings and nobles' divinations about future events and their prayers to ancestors and deities, reflecting the religious beliefs and daily life of the society at that time. Integration of politics and religion in the Shang Dynasty. Politics and religion were closely intertwined. The Shang king, as the supreme leader in both political and religious realms, consolidated rule through ritual activities. Ritual activities were not only religious ceremonies, but also political displays to rituals. The Shang king demonstrated his ability to communicate with deities, enhancing his legitimacy to rule. Social impact. The ritual system. The ritual system played a significant role in unifying Shang society. The shared religious beliefs and ritual activities spiritually unified and consolidated the Shang people. At the same time, the ritual system reinforced social hierarchy and the status of the noble class, as participation in significant ritual activities was often exclusive to the nobility. The religious beliefs and ritual systems of the Shang Dynasty not only showcase the religious characteristic of early Chinese civilization, but Wuxia profoundly influenced the political, social, and cultural aspects of the Shang Dynasty. By analyzing these religious and ritual practices in Egypt, we can gain a better understanding of the inner logic and cultural characteristics of Shang society. Card 5. Military and foreign relations of the Shang Dynasty. The military strength and foreign relations of the Shang Dynasty were crucial aspects of maintaining its rule and expanding its territory. Here is an in-depth analysis of the Shang Dynasty's military and foreign relations, military strengths, and organization. The military force of the Shang Dynasty was key to its political stability and territorial expansion. The Shang army mainly consisted of infantry and chariots, but the latter considered a highly advanced military technology of the time. The Shang military had a well-organized structure, influenced by the centralized system. The Shang king held the supreme command of the military and mobilized and managed the army to the nobility system. Weapons and equipment. The Shang Dynasty's weapon manufacturing technology, especially in bronzeware, was relatively advanced. The Shang army used a variety of bronze weapons, such as swords, spears, and axis. Chariots were an important component of the Shang military. They were typically made of fine bronze and were unequipped with warriors and charioteers, used for charging and leading military campaign and expansion. The Shang Dynasty conducted multiple military campaigns and expansions during its rule. These military actions and to stabilize the frontiers, conquer rebellious tribes, and extend the influence of the Shang Dynasty. The Xian military campaigns involved not only other tribes in the Central Plains, but also conquests in distant areas, such as military actions against the Dong, Yi, and Chairong. Foreign relations and trade. The Shang Dynasty maintained complex foreign relations with surrounding tribes and ethnic groups. These relations included military conquests, as well as interactions to trade and diplomacy. The Shang Dynasty's trade network was relatively developed, particularly in connections with eastern and southern regions to trade. The Shang Dynasty acquired valuable resources and goods, such as jade shells, an every impact of military technology. The Shang Dynasty's military technology, especially the use of bronzeware, had a significant impact on ancient Chinese warfare. The manufacturing of bronze would not only enhance military efficiency, but also reflected the Shang Dynasty's craftsmanship and economic strength. The use of chariots by the Shang Dynasty profoundly influenced subsequent war strategies and tactics, becoming an important military union in later wars. By analyzing the Shang Dynasty's military and foreign relations we can better understand its strategies and tactics in maintaining national security, expanding territory, and developing foreign trade. The Shang Dynasty's military strength and foreign relations played a key role in its political stability and economic prosperity, and had a profound influence on ancient Chinese military and diplomatic thought. Part 6: The decline of the Shang Dynasty and the rise of the Zhou Dynasty. The decline of the Shang Dynasty and the rise of the Zhou Dynasty marked a significant turning point in Chinese history. Here is an in-depth analysis of this historical period. Reasons for the decline of the Shang Dynasty. Internal reasons. In the late Shang period, especially under the rule of King Zhou, during the dynasty experienced severe political corruption and social turmoil. The extravagance of the royal family, tyrannical governance, and oppression of the nobility led to widespread discontent, economic problems. With the decline of Shang rule, the economic foundation of the state was damaged. Excessive taxation and continuous warfare undermined agricultural production, exacerbating social conflicts. Social contradictions. In the late Shang period, social contradictions intensified the burdens on peasants and artisans. Increased power struggles among the nobility weakened national unity. The rise of the Zhou Dynasty. Development of the Zhou clan. The Zhou clan was originally a small tribe living in what is now Shaanxi province under the leadership of King Wen. And King Wu. The Zhou gradually grew into an influential tribal alliance. Political and military strategy. Under the strategy of King Wen and King Wang, the Zhou strengthened their political organization and military power. They formed alliances with surrounding tribes, preparing to oppose Shang rule. Battle of Mai. The Battle of Mai was the decisive battle that led to the decline of the Shang Dynasty and the rise of the Zhou Dynasty. King Wu of Shao led a coalition army to defeat the Shang forces, overthrowing Shang rule. This battle not only marked the end of the Shang Dynasty, but also the establishment of the Zhou Dynasty and the beginning of a new era in Chinese history. During rule of the Zhou Dynasty in the early Zhou Dynasty, King Wu established a new political system, implementing a feudal system. He granted lands and power to relatives and meritorious subjects, creating a relatively stable political structure. The Zhou Dynasty carried out a series of reforms and developments in politics, military, and culture, laying the foundation for the later development of Chinese civilization. The decline of the Shang Dynasty and the rise of the Zhou Dynasty were significant transformations in ancient Chinese history. They not only changed the political landscape, but also influenced the trajectory of Chinese historical development. By analyzing this historical period in depth, we can better understand the changes and dynamics of ancient Chinese society. The decline of the Shang Dynasty reflects the cyclical pattern of ancient dynastic changes, while the rise of the Zhou Dynasty marked the beginning of a new chapter in Chinese history. Part 7: The legacy and historical impact of the Shang Dynasty. As an important dynasty in ancient Chinese history, the Shang Dynasty left behind rich cultural heritage and had a profound historical impact. He was an in-depth analysis of the legacy and historical impact the Shang Dynasty data cultural heritage. Oracle bond script. One of the most significant cultural legacies of the Shang Dynasty is the Oracle bond script, the earliest non-mature writing system in China. The Oracle bond script provides valuable primary data for studying the Shang Dynasty and is an important resource for research in ancient Chinese language, literature, and culture bronzeware. The Shang Dynasty's bronze casting technology reached an advanced level globally at the time. The craftsmanship and variety of Shang Dynasty bronzeware, both practical and artistic, showcase the highly developed metalworking skills of the period. Religious beliefs and ritual systems. The religious beliefs and ritual systems of the Shang Dynasty profoundly influenced subsequent Chinese religious concepts and ritual systems. Ancestral worship and reverence for heavenly deities, already evident in the Shang Dynasty, influenced the religious culture of later generations in China. Political system and social organization. Although the Shang Dynasty ultimately declined, its political system and social organization influenced subsequent dynasties, such as the Zhou Dynasty, for example. The feudal system and clan system of the Shang Dynasty were inherited and developed by the Shang military technology and art of warfare. The military technology of the Shang Dynasty, especially the use of bronze weapons and chariots, had a significant impact on the development of ancient Chinese military practices. These technologies and equipment were widely used in later warfare. Historical impact. As an important period in Chinese history, the political events, social changes, and cultural achievements of the Shang Dynasty provided valuable historical experiences and lessons for later generations. The history and cultural heritage of the Shang Dynasty are integral to the study of ancient Chinese history, having deep significance for the self-understanding and inheritance of Chinese culture. In conclusion, the Shang Dynasty holds an important position in ancient Chinese history. Its cultural legacy and historical impact are reflected not only in specific artifacts and documentary materials, but also in shaping ancient Chinese political systems, social structures, religious beliefs, and cultural traditions. The historical experiences and cultural achievements the Shang Dynasty had a profound influence on subsequent generations, forming an essential part of China's long history and splendid culture. We hope this video helps deepen your understanding of the complexity and significance of the Shang Dynasty, an important historical period. If you have more insights or questions about this topic, please leave a comment, and we look forward to interacting with you. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next episode.